Do you need my glasses?
Okay, I need a volunteer to read. Okay, Amina, go.
A circular tabletop has a radius of 2.5 feet. Kyle is sewing a piece of ribbon around the edge of the tabletop. If Kyle has exactly enough ribbon, which measurement is closest to the length of the piece of ribbon in feet?
Okay, so what are we looking for?
Plus
Area, circumference.
Area.
Okay, so let's read it again. Kyle is sewing a piece of ribbon around the edge.
Circumference.
Yes, when it says around, it's circumference. Okay, so what information do they give you?
Exact.
What information do they give you? Read the problem again.
the radius is 2.5 feet.
Yes. So they're giving you radius, so we need to use the formula. So what I want you to do is look in your composition book, look for that reference chart, and tell me which formula you use. Malika. Okay, so we have radius is 2.5, so we're going to go ahead and do diameter. But when we do diameter, we're not multiplying it with itself, that's for area. You actually multiply by 2.
Wait, what?
Because remember, this is circumference. Circumference, we're trying to use diameter. So with circumference, use diameter. With area, use radius. Okay, so 2.5 plus 2.5 is what? 5. Okay, so now we're, like I said, we're looking for circumference, and that's pi times d. And that is in your formula chart. So then we don't know circumference. We're going to leave pi as pi and put 5. Now, is 5d here? If 5 pi here? No. So then that means I need to do times 3. Now, I am going to do times 3 just to estimate. So 3 times 5 is 15. Well, if you look at your answer choices, there is 2 of them that is 15 and a little bit more. So because I'm not sure if it's 15.7 or 19.63, then I'm going to go ahead and multiply by 3.14. Okay, so we go ahead and do the math.
Bless you.
Oh, that's 11. Oh, why am I doing 15? Never mind. Okay, so it's 15.7, so my answer is G.
Oh.
Today we are going to go ahead and find area, but instead of just giving you diameter or radius, now they're going to give you circumference. Now when they do that, basically you first have to find find radius and then find the area. So that's what we're doing today. And I have this handout that you're supposed to have with you, and this is going in your composition book. So what we're doing, we're going over this, and then afterwards you're going to do circuit. You guys remember circuits? Where you solve them, and then you go to the next one where the answer is, and I'll show you what that looks like. So let's go ahead and do this. So if given the circumference, how do you find area? So the first step is to find the radius. Okay, so when you're doing the radius, you have to divide the circumference by 2, then by 3.14. Or you could divide the circumference by 6.28. Where did I get 6.28? Yeah, multiply 2 times 3.14, and that gives you 6.28. So you could do either one, divided by 2, then by 3.14, or you could divide by 6.28. Okay, that will give you radius. Okay, once you divide it, it gives you r. Okay, now that you have r, all you have to do is use the formula a equals pi radius squared. Everybody is good with that?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go ahead and solve the problems on the bottom. So if the circumference of a circle is 18.84 centimeters, what is the area of the circle? So now they're giving you circumference is equal to 18.84. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and use the formula C equals 2 pi r. Okay, we know that circumference is 18.84. You have 2, pi is 3.14, and you don't know what r is. Now remember, what did I tell you 2 and 3.14 equals to? 6.28 r. So then all we have to do now is divide it. So in this case, how many times does 6.28 go into 18.84? 3 times. So now that we have radius, now we could find area. Okay, so area is equal to pi radius squared. And remember, your formulas is in that reference chart in your composition book. Okay, so we know pi, but I'm not going to replace it. We know 3 to the second power. What's 3 to the second power?
9.
9. So 9 pi. So we're going to go ahead and multiply 3.14 times 9. So 9 times 4. 9 times 1 plus 3, that's 12. 9 times 3 is 27, 28. So that means my area is 28 and 26 centimeters squared. Now remember, guys, when you are doing this and it's a multiple choice, this is going to be your distractor. They're going to put that area is equal to 3. Don't fall for that, because remember, this is 2 steps that you're doing. You're changing the circumference or finding the radius, and then you're finding area. So don't make that mistake. Because on your test tomorrow, there's distractors. Mm-hmm. Okay, any questions on that one? Everybody's done? So on this next example, it says, if the circumference of a circle is 20 pi inches, what is the area of the circle? So let's think about it. Circumference is 20 pi. So what is 20? Isn't that the same thing? 20 pi is the same as pi d? Yes. Did we multiply pi? No, this part is in terms of pi. And when we do in terms of pi, they give us the diameter, don't they?
Yes.
Okay, so what do I do with diameter? To find radius. Yes, divided by 2. So when you have diameter, you divide by 2, and that gives you radius. So 20 divided by 2 is equal to 10. So that's my radius. Now can I find area? So again, we have area is equal to pi radius squared. So I'm leaving pi on its own, and I'm replacing radius by 10, or the r by 10. So what's radius squared? Say it again.
10 times 10.
Yeah, 10 times 10 is 100 pi. So then I'm going to multiply 100 times 3.14. And remember, when you're multiplying by 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000s, all you do is count how many zeros and then move the decimal place that many times. But because it's multiplication, it's going to the right. If it was division, it would go to the left. So my answer is
314. 314.
yeah, 314 square inches. This is your assignment. Okay, the directions are, and I can't read, says choose one card and cut along the dotted line. Remember, we've done circuits before, so it's the same thing. Tape or glue in a card column, or you're going to tape it on a sheet of paper. Show your work. Your answer should match the bottom of another card. So in other words, I solved this. I solved this. This answer goes to another card. Okay? So then that means that when you go to another card, the bottom part should match this one. Okay? So if these two were, we solved them, and this one will be 6.4 pi. So it matches, this problem matches the bottom of this card. Okay? So the card will be matching answers. In the next card, continue the pattern, and the last card completed is the answer to the first card. Okay? Any questions? Okay, if there's no questions, I'm going to go ahead and give you the handout, and you may start on this. And like I said, you do have an exit ticket today.